It's alive! It's alive! Welcome back to Strange Monkey Reviews, everyone. And today, I'm going to talk about a film that I had no idea that existed. I didn't even know about this. It's a little film called Frankenstein versus the Mummy. There I was, just running errands during the day, and all of a sudden I see this. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's this? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about this. But then I looked in the back of the DVD, and I saw that it was directed by Damian. That's right, the director of All Hallows Eve and Terrifier, and the upcoming Terrifier Part 2. So I thought, maybe I should give this one a try, because I like his style, and so far I don't think he hasn't put out anything disappointing so far. I believe that's all of his movies, but anyway, so what's this movie about? This movie is about Dr. Victor Frankenstein, and he is a professor of medicine at an American college, and after teaching his students during the morning, he does experiments on stitched together corpses at night. I like his style. And he is in a relationship with Nyla Khalil, I think that's how you say her last name. She also teaches at the same college. She brought an Egyptian mummy back with her from her trip to Egypt, and Victor manages to bring his creation to life, and the mummy is also reanimated at the same time. And the two monsters eventually clash. I did a little bit of research on this film, and I was on IMDb learning about the plot and the characters and all this stuff and any other additional information, and I saw that this movie has a 3 out of 10 on IMDb. How dare you, and how dare the people on YouTube that dislike the movie so much. I don't understand where the hate comes from. I disagree with that rating. Let's raise that up a little bit more. I don't know. It's just me. They were complaining about the design of the character and whatnot, and apparently Damian got the inspiration from the comic book, a Frankenstein comic book. You know, the physique and the look of the character in the film, that's where he got it from. And they described the character, you know, he had long hair in this story and whatnot, and that's why he looks like that. I questioned it at first, but it didn't really bother me, and he wanted him to look like a zombie with rotting flesh and whatnot. He was also unable to use the same classic Frankenstein design from back in the day because it's owned by a studio that's well known universally. I'll just leave it at that. He wanted this film to be as serious as possible and not campy like Freddy vs. Jason. His words. I love Freddy vs. Jason. So I'm okay with that. I respect that. It's alright. But, you know, the story, in my opinion, was well written. As he did what he could with this film. But I do think that the plot's dragged on as much as possible to get to this fight. This is what I wanted for most of the film, and it did not happen until maybe the last 20 minutes of the film. The showdown happened at the end. Now I get it. You know, the build-up was fine. There was nothing wrong with that. You know, you learn about Victor's life and Nyla's life and whatnot. And there are some really shady individuals in his life and her life, and they are part of the problem. They are part of the reason why things go downhill really fast. You know, it's his love interest and whatnot, then all this shit happens, and you know, when they bring the mummy back and all this other stuff with the experiments that Victor Frankenstein is working on in his lab, and then two worlds collide. And I gotta say, when it happens, they make it count. That fight was fantastic, okay? So I also liked the use of the practical effects in this film. We don't need no CGI here. Absolutely not, because that would have ruined the film big time, okay? Now, this is not a horrible film at all. I liked it. Like I said, I just wish we had a little bit more fight. You know, that's the selfish side of me talking, you know? Maybe I've seen Freddy vs. Jason way too many times and AVP way too many times. But once again, cinematography, the acting, the storytelling, the special effects, across the board, fantastic, okay? I love the design of the mummy. That's as good as you're gonna get in a film like this. The Frankenstein monster, great, you know? And that's it. I don't really have a lot of complaints about this movie. It was interesting. I cared about the characters. They were all interesting individuals. So overall, I can't say that this film is bad. Not at all. I liked what I saw. I gave this film a chance. I can't hate on this film. I do think it's Damian Leone's weakest film so far, but I can't hate on this. He gave us All Hallows Eve. He gave us Terrifier. And we're going to get Terrifier 2. And that's going to be a fucking badass movie. So overall, Frankenstein versus the Mummy is alright. Give this movie a chance. Check it out. Do a back-to-back double feature with, I don't know, Freddy vs. Jason or Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Along with this one. Pick and choose whatever. Godzilla vs. Kong. Make sure it's a versus film. And, you know, go from there. Thank you very much for watching this review. If you like what you saw, be sure to subscribe and click on that notification bell. Have you seen Frankenstein versus the Mummy? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe. Hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Follow me on all that good stuff. And have yourselves a good fright.